Thank you, Arpana, for those very moving paintings. I want to say, though, that's not the only thing. It's not just Sikh paintings. I mean, this is just one part of her overall oeuvre. I mean, she's an amazing, very versatile artist. So our next speaker is Dr. Jean-Marie Lafont, who is... Dr. Lafont is with us from Paris, France. He has a PhD in Greek archaeology and a doctoral d'état in literature in modern history for his study entitled The French Presence in the Sikh Kingdom of the Punjab, which won him the Giles Award of the, I'm probably pronouncing Giles or Gilles, Award of the French Academy in 1995. He was posted for 12 years to Pakistan and 23 years in India by the French government to develop studies on the French in the service of the Indian states. In 2001, the Punjab government entrusted him with the Amritsar exhibition, Life and Times of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, for the bicentenary celebrations of the Maharaja's coronation, for which he published his Maharaja Ranjit Singh, Lord of the Five Rivers. He received several awards from the Sikh community in Punjab, New Delhi, and Canada. The second edition of his book, The French and Lahore, is forthcoming. It develops more precisely the Franco-Punjabi and Franco-Sikh connection since the early 18th century. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Lafont. You have 2 minutes. I'll flash this down below. You've got 15 minutes.
Thank you, Madame la Présidente, for your nice introduction. Dear Dr. Kapani, dear Sardar Tarloshan Singh, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I would like to thank Sonia Dami and the Sikh Foundation to have given me the opportunity to present to you one of the best collections of painting from the Lahori School from Maharaja Ranjit Singh period. My presentation will be a short one, giving the facts concerning Imam Baksh Lahori, followed by a projection of the miniature illustrating the fable of Jean de La Fontaine. You are going to see what I will call the colors of Lahore. About the facts, fables of La Fontaine were written between 1668 and 1694. They were illustrated in Punjab by Imam Baksh Lahori between 1837 and 1839. The present miniatures are in the Jean de La Fontaine Museum in France. There was an edition of complete work of La Fontaine by Falconer in Paris in 1827, and Feuillet de Conche bought several unbound volumes of the fables to get them illustrated by artists all over the world. As a result, a splendid collection of 137 drawings by more than 40 European and American artists, 190 Oriental miniature paintings, including 81 Chinese, 20 Japanese, and 66 Punjabi miniature paintings. In 1835, Feuillet de Conche met General Allard on leave in France, who was due to return to Lahore as chargé d'affaires of France to the Punjab kingdom of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. Feuillet asked Allard to get some Punjabi artists to illustrate La Fontaine's fables. Back in Lahore, in March 1837, Allard selected Imam Baksh Lahori, an artist patronized by the French officers of Ranjit Singh since about 1825. Since Allard was appointed by Ranjit Singh military governor of Peshawar province, Imam Baksh set up his workshop in Attock, Colophon. Imam Baksh drew his inspiration both from Indian classical miniature paintings from the time of Akbar, for example, Tutinama, and from 17th and 18th century French engravings of La Fontaine's fables brought to Lahore by General Allard. We have 3 signatures of Imam Baksh on the cover of volume 1, on one of the fables, and at the end of the last volume. The last inscription reads, work of Imam Baksh Musavir, 25th November of the year 1837, corresponding to the 10th of the month of Makar of the year 1894, which is in fact 1838, corresponding to the 24th of the month Shaban of the year 1255, which is in fact 2nd November 1839, in Attock. The painting was sent to France in at least 2 sets in 1838 and 1839. You have on the left Feuillet de Conche, who was a high-ranking civil servant in the Ministry of External Affairs, and on the right, General Allard with a little A at the top of his head, and General Ventura with a little B. This miniature is coming from the Chandigarh Museum. In the center, you have the cover of the La Fontaine specific, unique edition for Feuillet de Conche. With the colophon in the center, you see the details of the colophon on the right. This is the one giving Imam Baksh Lahori his full name as author of this fable in 1837 only, done in Attock. And on the left, you have the page de garde of the manuscript. And this is the frontispiece. There is Maharaja Ranjit Singh, you all recognize him, with Nonial Singh in yellow dress, and in pink dress, Raja Hira Singh. Opposite to them, same dress as Hira Singh, his father, Raja Dhyan Singh, Prime Minister of the Punjab, and few other high-ranking officials of the Lahore Kingdom. And here are the illustrations of La Fontaine's fables. The dragon with many heads, the ass laden with sponges, and the ass laden with salt, the lion and the rat, the astrologer who let himself fall into a well. The titles are from the English translation of La Fontaine's fable in the 19th century. You can see that this gentleman, this astrologer, has a spying glass, which is of European origin. The lion defeated by man, the fox, the flies, and the hedgehog. The raven who wished to imitate the eagle, the lion and the ass, the miller, his son, and the ass. This is probably Wazirabad Main Street, which had been beautified by General Avitabile when he was governor of Wazirabad. What he did in Wazirabad is illustrated both in the Umdat Tavarik and in the travels of several European officers, including Baron Hegel. You will observe the shade under the persons and the animals, which is something pretty rare in Indian classical miniature painting, but this is an effort of imitating the real life, I would say. The wolves and the sheep, with a little Punjabi village. You see all the different details of these paintings are really fascinating. They are, most of them, small paintings, 5 by 6 centimeters, 6 by 7 centimeters. The cat and the old rat, the old man and his children. And you see here inside the beautiful residence with garden and painting, the type of houses, farmhouses or country houses, which flourished under the time of Ranjit Singh. I could see the last in Lahore, which was a Sikh garden, which we published with my wife in the French and Lahore. I took the picture and it was destroyed. This garden was destroyed in 2000. On the right, you have another fables illustrated, The Little Fish and the Fisherman. And the fisherman is an officer, a French officer of the Faujiras. The fox with his tail cut off, and the horse and the wolf. So this painting has a signature Imam Baksh Lahori, Hamal Imam Baksh Lahori at the top here. And you can see the different kind of skies, you see, which the workshop of Imam Baksh was not working alone, he had a full workshop with him, used to do in these paintings. The shepherd and the lion, the fox and the grapes, Phoebus and Boreas. You will observe, of course, the Chinese cloud all around, which can be found also in early Persian miniature painting, 15th century. And here you see the Greco-Roman chariot with Phoebus here at the top. On the right, the stag viewing himself in the stream, and to the top right, here is a soldier belonging to the brigade of General Avitabile, first in Wazirabad and then in Peshawar. These were the Najibs. The Sikh lion and the fox, the animal sick of the plague, and the animal sick of the plague is one of the 24 fables of La Fontaine out of about 240, were inspired from the Panchatantra. I do not go into the details of all the Panchatantra came to Allard and Ventura and Imam Baksh Lahori. We have been publishing it in a number of publications. This for me is the most beautiful painting of Imam Baksh. It's an evening in the countryside, outskirts of Lahore, after a day of working in a garden. People are resting outside the garden. It is a wishes, and it is also inspired from the Panchatantra. The vulture and the pigeon, the lion, the wolf, and the fox, the bear and the amateur of gardening. I told you already about these beautiful gardens which were in Lahore from the time of the Mughals. Ranjit Singh, immediately after his taking Lahore in 1799, restored Shalimar Garden and restored the garden in the fort. On the right, the cat and the rat. The two friends, beautiful view of an interior of a residence in Lahore, and the rat and the elephant. The two dogs and the dead ass. The fraudulent trustee, the whole page is illuminated with 4 miniature paintings, and this story is also inspired from the Panchatantra. The wolf and the hunter, also inspired from the Panchatantra, and the ape and the leopard, which is specifically interesting because you see people having nice time outside their little city, 45 city. They are in the countryside and they are looking at a kind of circus here. Down here is an illustration typical of the colors of Lahore, and at the end of the fable there is this other painting also. The husband, the wife, and the robber is also inspired from the Panchatantra. You see this kind of shutters here, which are typical of Imam Baksh in Lahore. At that time, they reproduce the shutters of the French residence of General Allard and Ventura in Anarkali. The cormorant and the fishes from the Panchatantra. The mouse metamorphosed into a girl, inspired from the Panchatantra. We have been talking about standard. We saw a beautiful standard yesterday. Yes, the standard of the Punjab army were triangular. But do not forget that the Punjab army also had the French brigade of Ranjit Singh, brigade of Fujiras under Allard and Ventura, brigade of Avitabile, brigade of Cour. And this brigade had a rectangular standard, rectangular flag, which had the French tricolor, blue, white, red, allowed by Ranjit Singh. That was the colors of the French Revolution and of Napoleon's empire. And on this tricolor, there were embroidered the Sikh motto, Va Guruji Ki Fateh. So here a triangular flag from the regular army. The oyster and its Clement, you will observe the 2 ships you have here, which are 17th century European ships. They are not even the 19th century ships, and they are reproduced from a French engraving of the fables. You see also the perspective of this one. It's not front, it's not side, it's just three quarts, three fourths. The turrets and the frogs and the eggs, the man and the snake, the partridge and the fowl, which is really looking like the residence of General Court in Lahore. We have two beautiful paintings of this residence of Court and his wife, Fazli Azam Joe. She was from Jammu. The dog whose hairs were cut, and the shepherd and the king, we might think maybe that this head was inspired from the numerous portrait of Nadir Shah, which remained an abomination in Punjab after his devastating raid in 1737-39. The fish and the shepherd, who played on the clarionet, and the two parrots, the monarch and his son, with maybe also an inspiration from Nadir Shah for this kind of crown he has on himself and the dress he's wearing. Two adventurers and the talisman. This is also in Wazirabad, and it might be the Wazirabad fort. We have here the rampart of the city, that is the rampart of the fort, that is a residence, that was a residence of Ranjit Singh when he used to go to Wazirabad. We can see all this kind of building inside the fort of Wazirabad, the throne of Ranjit Singh. And here at the entrance you see one Ferengi, European officer, which is most probably Avitabile. He has a specific cap which we see in a number of other representations of Avitabile, and he is extending his arm as he is on the best drawing we have of himself. He's showing his arm like that. Might be Avitabile. And there are here Najibs, you see these soldiers of Avitabile Brigade, Afghan, or people from the Peshawar areas. The lioness and the shibir, the lion, the dream of an inhabitant of Mogul, with heaven at the top. So that is the title we took, the dream of an inhabitant of Mogul, for the publication we did in India. I'll tell you by the hand. That is heaven, with the huris inside and the happy man here. Inscription, which is a kalima, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. And on the side here, the various names of the attributes of Allah, Al-Rahim, Al-Rahman, and so on and so on. The guy is sleeping here, and here is a hell, and you see that the hell as kind of devil, which are more typical of Hindu paintings, classical Hindu paintings. The lion, the ape, and the two asses, the old man and the three young men. You can see the diversity of the countryside which Imam Baksh has been depicting. You see, Imam Baksh was sent by General Court up to Chitral and Dir to make paintings. Here the old man is writing on the tomb of the three young men who died before him. That is again the Kalima, and that is a Persian, the beginning of a Persian poem read by my wife, saying that world is nothing but an illusion. The hawk, the king, and the falcon. Here again, a beautiful city. You see, we have a very interesting manuscript, which is Ganesh Das, Charbagh, Punjab, which is describing all the various doab of the Punjab by that time, which is describing cities by city and giving all the information about cultural life there. The crow, the gazelle, and the rat, inspired from the Panchatantra as well. The forest and the woodman. This painting, this drawing, is directly inspired from a French engraving of the fable, where we have a French woodcutter cutting a tree which is this shape with a branch which is that shape. Here the elephant and Jupiter monkeys. You can see the various kind of clouds which are done of skies, which are done from the various artists working for Imam Baksh Lowry. The English fox, and the madman and the philosopher. The frogs and the sun, and the dream of Vaux. So the dream of Vaux is not coming from the fable, it's coming from another part of La Fontaine's complete work. But it was illustrated by Imam Baksh. It's amusing. Well, you recognize the kind of cloud I told you about. This is most probably General Allard. He is representing at Zeus, Jupiter. And as you know, Jupiter has the eagle as symbol, so Allah has his foot on the eagle. It's not, how to say, dishonoring, you see. Don't forget that the Hindu gods all have an animal for moving, you see, like Hanuman and so on. So, Allah with the eagle. Here it's probably Ventura in one of his famous, but I could say infamous, love affair. Ventura was one reprimanded by Ranjit Singh in full darbar for his behavior toward a Punjabi lady. So it is probably Ventura, but I shall not tell you because I don't know who is Venus here and who is Venus' husband who is crying here because he discovered Ventura in the bed of his wife. So this is the little scandalous story of Lahore. And we come to the last colophon. I promise it will be short. This is the original reproduction of the last page of the full works of Jean de La Fontaine, illustrated by Imam Baksh. So the colophon is here. When we published it in Delhi for the first time, in Paris for the first time in 1989, we place the colophon at the end, and I show you the details here, so that you can read. This is the work of Imam Baksh. He's not precising Lahori. Here we have the three dates, 1837, 1838, 1839. And at the end, we have the same place, Attock. That was the first page of volume 2 of the Fables, which was modified for our Editio Princeps of 1899. You see here, this is the fowler, the hawk, and the lark. You see here the two birds, one precising it's a male, and the other one is a female. Imam Baksh worked for other high-ranking personalities in Lahore. Barbara Schmitz and me, we have identified more than 80 manuscripts and collection of paintings to be by him or coming from his workshop. General Allard died in Peshawar in January 1839. Ventura, just back from France, took over as military governor of Peshawar. He wrote to Feuillet in October 1839 that he had started working on his fables. And Feuillet in 1881-1882 wrote that Ventura employed two artists, one from Kashmir and one from Patna, to illustrate the fables while besieging a large fortress in the Himalayas. We know that the fortress was the fort of Kamlagar in Mandi State, and the siege was August-November 1840. So my question, was that a second set, lost today, of La Fontaine's fables illustrated in the Punjab Kingdom in 1840-1844? The miniature painting of Imam Baksh Lahori were first published for the Festival of France in India in 1989. They were exhibited twice in India. National Museum, New Delhi in 2005, and the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Vastu Sangrahalaya in Mumbai in 2006. These exhibitions were curated by myself and Christian Sinigas, in both cases with an illustrated catalogue presenting the French text with an English translation of the fables. These miniatures represent some beautiful views of the Punjab as it was at the end of Maharaja Ranjit Singh's reign. I hope you will take back with you these colors of Lahore, along with the book, with your copy of the book, Sikh Art of the Kapani collection. Thank you very much.